5-0. That's where the defending NBA champions stood as they walked into their home arena on Tuesday night. But this wasn't going to be just another routine victory. The Oklahoma City Thunder were about to face one of their toughest tests of the young season, and nobody saw just how dramatic this game would become. The Thunder had just wrapped up a grueling road battle in Dallas the night before, pulling out a win that left legs heavy and bodies aching. Now they had to turn around in less than 24 hours and defend their home court against a hungry Sacramento Kings squad. But the real problem wasn't just the exhausted legs or the quick turnaround. The injury report told a story that would make any coach lose sleep. Chet Holmgren, their second leading scorer and defensive anchor, couldn't suit up due to lower back soreness. Already sidelined were two crucial rotation pieces: 2025 All-Star Jalen Williams, still recovering from right wrist surgery, and sharpshooter Isaiah Joe dealing with a bruised left knee. Three key contributors watching from the bench while the Kings circled like sharks. Speaking of the Kings, they had their own narrative brewing. Russell Westbrook was making his first start of the season, and it just happened to be against the franchise where he became a legend. The former Thunder superstar walked onto that court wearing purple, carrying 16 points and 9 rebounds worth of motivation to prove he still had plenty left in the tank. Sacramento came ready to play, and they weren't interested in being respectful to anyone's perfect record. The first half unfolded like a nightmare scenario for Oklahoma City. Sacramento's offense looked unstoppable, knocking down shots from everywhere on the floor. They were shooting an absurd 56% from the field, and every time the Thunder tried to make a run, the Kings had an answer. By halftime, Sacramento had built a 62-58 lead, and the building was starting to get nervous. This was supposed to be a dominant team, the defending champs, but they looked tired, depleted, and frankly, beatable. Then came the third quarter, and things somehow got worse. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the superstar who had been carrying this team all season, went ice cold. 1 for 9 from the field in that quarter alone. Every shot clanged off the rim, every drive seemed to stall out, and you could see the frustration building on his face. The Thunder briefly grabbed a 71-70 lead on a pair of Lou Dort free throws, a tiny glimmer of hope, but Sacramento immediately crushed that momentum with an 11-0 run. Just like that, the Kings were back in control, and heading into the fourth quarter with an 83-80 advantage. The perfect season was slipping away. But champions don't fold under pressure. They adjust, they fight, and they find a way. The fourth quarter became a masterclass in resilience. Gilgeous-Alexander shook off that terrible third quarter like it never happened. 4 for 6 shooting, 9 points in the final frame, and suddenly he looked like the MVP candidate everyone knew he could be. His teammates, the guys he don't usually get the headlines, started stepping up in massive ways. Aaron Wiggins finished with 18 points, matching A.J. Mitchell's total, and both of them played like their lives depended on it. These weren't supposed to be the guys carrying the load, but injuries force everyone to elevate their game.
Lou Dort, who had given them that brief third-quarter lead, became a defensive nightmare for Sacramento in the closing minutes. Then came the dagger. With the game still hanging in the balance and the Thunder trailing for most of the night, Dort launched a three-pointer that swished through the net and gave Oklahoma City a 99-97 lead. The building erupted. The momentum had finally completely shifted. Alex Caruso, the defensive specialist who knows how to hit big shots when it matters, knocked down another three-pointer to push the lead to 104-99 with just 46 seconds remaining. Sacramento was running out of time and options. Gilgeous-Alexander wasn't done yet. With 16 seconds left and the Kings desperately trying to claw back, he created space with that signature step-back move and buried a three-pointer that stretched the lead to 6 points. Game over. The Thunder had done it again, scratching and clawing their way to 107-101 victory that felt more like a playoff game than a regular season matchup in October. This win revealed everything you need to know about Oklahoma City's championship DNA. They were exhausted from playing the night before. They were missing 3 rotation players who would start for most teams in this league. They trailed for the majority of the game against a Kings team that shot lights out and had Russell Westbrook playing with extra motivation. None of that mattered. When the fourth quarter arrived and the game was on the line, the Thunder found another gear that Sacramento simply couldn't match. Zach LaVine's 23 points, DeMar DeRozan's 19, and Domantas Sabonis' double-double with 10 points and 18 rebounds all became footnotes in a game the Kings probably should have won. Westbrook's solid performance in his first start back got overshadowed by his former team's refusal to lose. Oklahoma City is now one of only 4 undefeated teams remaining in the league, and they've done it while dealing with more adversity than most squads face in an entire month. The defending champions are proving that their title wasn't a fluke, that their depth isn't just a luxury but a necessity, and that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander might be the most clutch player in basketball right now. 5-0 isn't just a record anymore. It's a statement. It's a warning to the rest of the league that this Thunder team knows how to win even when everything is stacked against them. And that's the most dangerous type of opponent anyone can face.